It's day 28, I guess, and I'm late. So this won't be streaming on Facebook, and I really hate that Facebook don't allow people who comes late. Anyways, so yeah, and it's okay. So we are going to read the chapter 10 to chapter 11. There is going to be two chapters that we will be reading today, and yeah. So after that, I have only 3 days to complete the book. So yeah. So let's just check out that how many pages that I need to read today, because it's something that I do as ritual, and so let's just see. So there is 22 pages that I have to read today. So I'm going to read 22 pages. That's not a huge number of pages, but still. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm late because I was sleeping, and I don't know what happens to my alarm, whether I myself actually stopped it. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's just start reading because we are late already. So the chapter name is Communication is not about speaking, it's about listening, right? So communication is not only that you need to keep speaking, you have to listen to as well, right? Here's a nice thing. The only reason symbols have meaning is because we infuse them with meaning, right? That meaning lives in our minds. uh, if you see a certain symbol of other community or other culture, you are not going to be driven by any of the symbols. The reason is that you don't infuse that symbol with any meaning, that you have no value for that symbol, obviously, right? But those symbols that we cherish, that we value, we actually, that meaning is actually, he says, that lives in our minds, not in the item itself. Only when the purpose, cause, or belief is clear can a symbol commands great power, right? So at that moment, when the cause or belief is clear, can a symbol command great power. I hope it's fine to the camera. Yeah. Here is another example. The flag, for example, is nothing more than a symbol of our nation's value and beliefs, and we follow the flag into battle. That's some serious power. If ever noticed the patch of the American flag on a soldier's right arm, it's backward. There was no mistake made. It's like that on purpose. A flag flying on a staff as an army was rushing into battle would appear backward if viewed from the right side. To put it on the other way around, on the right shoulder would appear as if the shoulder were in retreat. So, the flag also has this value attached to it. In our case, as an Indian, we have a value our flags as well. If someone treated badly, we go like crazy. Why people are doing this, and saying a lot of things in the social media. That happens, right? Because that value is in our minds, and we and it has some great amount of power attached to it as well, right? So it has this great energy because we actually infused this flag with energy, nothing else, right? With meaning. Okay. So I want to read this. Most companies have logos, but a few have been able to convert those logos into meaningful symbols. Because most companies are bad at communicating and what they believe, so it follows that most logos are devoid of any meaning. At best, they serve as icons to identify a company and its products. A symbol cannot have any deep meaning until we know why it exists in terms bigger than simply to identify the company. Without clarity of why, a logo is just a logo. So I was recently thinking of making a logo for the ImpleBooks. So but I did not make it, till date. It's been like 6 or 7 months that I've been working at ImpleBooks, and I still haven't made any logo because I wanted to know that why I'm doing this. I still have an idea, but I think there is something that is foggy or fuzzy, I would say. I just want that to clear first, so that after that I think the logo will come out really nice. And but before that, I don't think I need a logo to put out content every day in social media. So if you really want to see that what's my content are, you can subscribe my channel on YouTube that you see right now on the screen, or you can follow me on ImpleBooks at Instagram, where I'm so much active nowadays, because I post a lot of pictures, reels, videos, and in the Twitter also I post a lot of good quotes from my favorite books. And on the Facebook I dump everything, so you can like my page on the Facebook if you are active here. So wherever you're active, just follow me there. You don't need to go everywhere to follow me. So wherever there must be some platform that you're active, just follow me or subscribe me there. Okay, so let's go ahead and read that. That's the beauty of this a thing or a following or a loyalty. So for a logo to become a symbol, people must be inspired to use that logo to say something about who they are. So it's all about who we are. When see, let me give an example. When people are using the Apple iPhone, they show this logo just to prove that who they are. It's not about the company only. It's a status symbol. It's something that shows us that they belong to a certain group or a community, right? So it's all about them. It has nothing to do with Apple or anything like that. But yeah, that logo speaks something about themselves. Okay, not the product or the company, right? That what Simon Sinek was trying to say here, right? Right. So let me read this. It's funny, but it's true. In truth, most people who tattoo Harley Davidson logos on their bodies have no idea what the stock price of Harley is. They have no idea about some management shake-up the week before. The symbol is no longer about Harley. The logo embodies an entire value set, their own. The symbol is no longer about Harley, it's about them. Randy Fowler, a former US Marine and now general manager of Harley Davidson dealership in California, proudly sports a large Harley tattoo on his left arm. It symbolizes who I am, he says. Mostly it says I am an American customer. A customer and a company are now one and the same. The meaning of Harley Davidson has value in people's lives because for those who believe in Harley's why, it helps them express the meaning of their own lives. So it's all about them at the end of the day, right? So here is a nice thing. 12% of Harley Davidson uh, revenues are strictly from merchandising. So if you're thinking that they're coming from their bike, no, 12% actually revenue comes from the merchandise, Harley Davidson merchandise that comes to the market, right? All these merchandise that is available to buy, to logo and to sticker, lots of other things, right? It is not a company or organization that decides what its symbols mean. It is a group outside the megaphone in the chaotic marketplace who decide, right? It's us, consumers actually, who decides this. If based on the things they see and hear, the outsiders can clearly and consistently report what an organization believes, then and only then can a symbol starts to take on meaning, right? So he's saying that Apple has is very exceptionally good at communicating their message, that what they are doing, why they are doing. So people, and they are consistent at it, and that's why people actually believe in Apple. And there are a lot of people who actually merge Apple with their lifestyle, and this is called the lifestyle marketing, and show this to the people. There is a YouTuber called the Ali Abdal. I highly recommend you check his YouTube, because channel, I'm a really great fan of his work. So I recently I was checking his videos, and he has started uploading a lot of content related to the Apple as well. He is a Apple fanboy, you can say. So what he does is he used to show that how Apple product is a part of his life, and how it is working, how it is best for his to improve the best for him to improve the productivity and the all over lifestyle, right? So he was always putting Apple products in some way or another in his YouTube videos, not every videos but some videos, and people used to really like that, and some people used to call him Apple fanboy as well. So nowadays Apple marketing team has I think approached him, and there are a lot of Apple contents coming here there. So it's the thing that he shows that how Apple can be integrated in our life, and he demonstrate that, right? Because he is already using that and loving that thing as well. So yeah, that's really important, and that is called the lifestyle marketing. So because you integrated a commercial product in your lifestyle, that is nothing but a lifestyle marketing, right? So yeah. So the point of this chapter is all about like when you are cluttered with lot of suggestions or values, uh, how to take the decision. So he says that it's very simple, just filter it through your why. So suppose someone comes to you in a party and tell you ki you need to purchase Oreo, these are selling really nice. You need to purchase celery, these are also selling nice. And you need to purchase say rice milk and also M&M. So there are lots of other different options that people are giving to you in the party. Now what you do, you go to the supermarket and you purchase all of the products because you are not sure that which one is good for you, and people have suggested everything, right? So you purchased all of everything, right? So now whenever you're just standing in a queue of the shopping line, right, people are going to see you and they are going to judge you by whatever you are holding. So they're going to judge you like that guy is not sure that what he wants to buy, so he bought of everything, right? Now maybe now you know that why you are purchasing something, maybe you know that, and then you go to the supermarket. What will be the scenario? You will be knowing that what you will buy. That's the first thing. Maybe what you're doing is now you're filtering your decision through your why. Suppose you want to be a healthy person, right? You want to be a fit and healthy person, then you are not going to purchase M&M and Oreo cookies, because these are sugar that you need to put out of your system by working so hard, right? And it's not good for the health as well, right? Now you have only two options, rice milk and celery. Now you purchase rice milk and celery, and now you're standing on the queue. Now whenever people will see you, people will understand, okay, that guy wants to be a fit person, that guy is a healthy person who is carrying this, so that's why he's carrying rice milk and the celery. So people are going to he says that, okay, congratulations that you have gained a new partner or a client or a potential people who can look up to you, right? So these are the things that is really important. He says that it's very simple, just filter your decision through your why, right? So then it's going to be a fine decision, right? It's important for the organization as well as I think it's very important for the organization as well. Individuals can take this decision anytime, but the organization needs to have a clear sense of why. So yeah, it's really important that organization have the clear sense of why, so that they can really improve the people's lives as well as the organization as well. So yeah, so let's go ahead and read. The more salary you use, the more trust you earn. Okay. So the more salary you use, the more trust you earn. It's like the more you show that what you believe or you know your why, the more people are going to trust you, right? Okay. So there was a story. Mark Rubin, who is a good parent, so he spends a lot of time with the two of his daughters, and in the Saturday, his wife Claudine actually took one of their daughter to their friends. So Sophie was with Mark. So Mark was really tired, just playing treehouse with the Sophie. So he thought, okay, I will, let Sophie watch some movies, and at the same in a room, and at the other room, I will be watching some content. So yeah, so he said thought that okay, we will be using the movie as a babysitter, right? Now, when he went near to the DVD player, he saw two DVDs lying there, and both of the DVDs were new, and he haven't watched that movie yet. And so one DVD was from, and both of them were well packaged with great reviews written on them. But one DVD was from a company he never heard of, from a production company he actually never heard of, and another DVD was from the Disney. So which one do you think he put it? So that's a question. So he put the Disney DVD, obviously. So the reason is that in Disney internally there are a lot of conflicts, there are a lot of problems in organization that keeps going on, right? But Simon Sinek says that whatever happens in the Disney, they always put clean and watchable family content, so people have this inherent trust to the Disney, so that they can expose their children to the Disney content without any problem, right? And Disney are very consistent at it. Even in this time, you can let your children watch any Disney content without any problem. You just let them choose from any content from the Disney. I think in India we Hotstar is very popular OTT platform, and Hotstar is merged with Disney. Disney I think purchased Hotstar, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, and I think it's a good partnership that we can use, see a lot of Disney content. And I myself also watched a lot of Disney content, and they are very consistent at this, and we are never going to feel embarrassed or something like that when we are watching any Disney content with our family. So it was an obvious decision. So that was that's what Simon Sinek says, that the more consistent you are doing something that aligns with your why. So suppose I believe in something, and my work also reflect that, right? My words also reflect that. So that's when people are going to trust. The more work I will do which will align with my why, the more people will believe that. Okay, the more consistent I will be, the more people will come with me and believe with my why. So that's really important, that whatever you do, it does align with your why. And if you have multiple choice, just filter it through your why, that why you are doing it. So here there was an example I did not include that, say that on the video. So suppose you want to have that chocolate cake, make sure you are eating that and it does not go out of your why. So suppose you want to be a fit person, so make sure that even if it's a short term decision, you need, at least it will make you feel that okay, whatever the decision you are taking, suppose you are eating that chocolate cake, you need to flush it out of your system. The sugar needs to be flushed out from your system by working hard, right? So you take this decision consciously. It's not like unconscious decisions, because you take everything through the filter of why. So okay, it aligns with your why, that why you wants to ignore the chocolate cake, or maybe why you wants to eat the chocolate cake at the first place, right? So yeah, that's really important. Now, violation of salary, let's go and read it. I think that will be fun. Okay, anyways. So Volkswagen once come up with this really great technology, with some German jet technology, and it was like a groundbreaking car that was really good and also future packed. But people did not purchase one. The reason was like Volkswagen's clear sense of why was clear. They were people's car. They used to make affordable cars for the people, but suddenly Volkswagen came up with this new car actually which actually which was not really people's car. They have used this all these feature packed benefits in the car. But Toyota and Honda did not make this mistake, and because when they come up with their flagship or the expensive car product, they have created new companies to market this, because Toyota and Honda were like those car which is affordable by the people. So why will people wants to buy something that they can afford, right, from the company that is really so much expensive car currently started selling, right? So that's why Toyota and Honda actually started new brand to sell their new product, which was also aligning with their why, but they have started a new lineup for this. So it's really important that your why is really clear in that sense, right? So we are in the part 5, and we are going to take a break of a minute. So let me just turn it off. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we are going to read the part 5 of chapter 11. So yeah, so the part 5 is the biggest challenges success. Yeah, I can so relate to that. Who don't want to be successful? But yeah, it's the biggest challenge. Let me adjust the camera to the correct angle. Maybe there are some problems. Yeah, that's right. Chapter 11 is when why goes fuzzy. Yeah, before we start reading, and as a ritual, I'm going to again check. Okay, we have only 7 pages left, guys. Not too much. So now Walmart actually started this company, and his goal was to like value people. He used to think like that if you value people, if you value your customers and your employees, they will give you back something. And that was the actual motto or the belief of Sam Walton, who started the Walmart. So when Sam Walton died, the sense of why was getting fuzzy, and it was seeing on all everything's in the Walmart that they does. There were like 73 63 cases, 73 uh, 73 class action lawsuits actually happened in the wage violation of with the Walmart. And there are a lot of problems, and there are a lot of news that comes up that they don't treat their employees right, and people always like fight with them to actually get the most get the better value for their employees. So here, but Walmart also forgot one thing. He said that Walton actually used to say that celebrate your success, find some humor in your failures, don't take yourself so seriously, loosen up, and everybody around you will loosen up, right? So do not need to take failures as like a failure. Oh, I just failed. You just don't need to do this. Okay, you just loosen up, and all the people around you will loosen up as well, right? But Walmart forgot all of this thing that by Sam Walton. And people actually used to see that people, because people is previously can connect them to the Walmart's why, but they were seeing that whatever Walmart's doing is it does not align with what they used to say and what their why was. So people really understood that their why was getting fuzzy. So it's really important, and because the why was getting fuzzy inside and it was visible in the outside as well. So see, he says that if the why is in an organization, if the why is getting fuzzy inside, it will be fuzzy on the outside as well, right? So there is a conference that happens every year in the MIT's Endicott House, just outside the Boston. So there are a lot of people gather, and most of them are like business tycoons or the titans they call themselves. So, and Simon Sinek was invited on one of this as a guest as well. So when he approached there, a guy there asked to the whole group that how many people, how many of you have hit their financial goals, right? So 80% hands were up, and it is a good number. Then 80% of the titans actually hit their financial goal. And when their hand was up, he asked another question, that how many of you do you think that you are successful? And all the hands were down, like 80% of the hands were down after that. So that's the thing that he understood there, staying there, is that people long for that thing that they used to do from their basement. The more they're getting successful, the more money, the size of the company or the building is increasing, they have forgotten their why. Okay, a lot of people were knew that how they're doing it and what they're doing it, but they forgotten their how and why. So it's really important that what you do, it actually aligns with your why. And yeah, so that's what he has seen. So I will be back in 1 minute, guys. So let me just take a break here. Okay, so thank you so much for being there. And we are going to read achievement versus success. Okay, it's the last thing. Okay, so yeah. Success and achievement are not the same thing. Here I am to read. For some people, there is an irony to success. Many people who achieve great success don't always feel it. Some who achieve fame talk about the loneliness that often goes with it. That's because success and achievement are not the same thing. Yet too often we mistake one for another. We think that okay, if we are success, we have achieved a lot. It's not like that. Why? Let's just read. I'm going to read this because we have time, like 10 minutes, so let me just read it. Success, achievement is something you reach or attain, like a goal. It is something tangible, clearly defined, and measurable, right? Success, in contrast, is a feeling or a test or a state of being. she feels successful, she is successful. We say using the verb to be suggest this state of being, right? It's just a state of being that I am successful, we are successful, you are successful, she is successful, he is successful. These are nothing but state of being, right? Okay, it defines a certain state, okay, that we are successful. While we can easily lay down a path to reach a goal, laying down a path to reach that intangible feeling of success is more elusive. In my vernacular, achievement comes when you pursue and attain what you want. Okay, achievement comes when we when we are able to attain what we want, right? So success comes when you are clear in pursuit of why you want it, right? Success comes when we know that okay, why we want this specific stuff, right? The former is motivated by tangible factors, while the latter by something deeper in the brain, where we lack the capacity to put those feelings into words. Success comes when we wake up every day in that never-ending pursuit of why we do what we do. That is success, right? That's when success comes, right? We're waking up with this clear sense of why, that we want to change the world by reading a lot of books and telling all the people that you go to the 30-day reading challenge and all this thing and getting 1 million subscribers out of that. That is called then success is going to come, right? But our achievements, what we do, serve as the milestones to indicate we are on the right path, right? It's not an either or. We need both. We need both success and achievement as well, right? A wise man once said, money can't buy happiness, but it pays for the yacht to pull alongside it. He says that money can't buy happiness, but you can obviously purchase that yacht or purchase that island if you want, right? The yacht represent achievement, so that is the metric to actually show, okay, maybe suppose I am able to purchase an island in the Dubai, right? Just an example. That actually says a metric, that actually is a metric that okay, I am successful, I am successful and I have achieved this as well. So it's not about that only you are successful but you haven't achieved anything. That achievement shows up, and that metrics actually help you shows that achievement, right? Yeah. The yacht represents achievement. It is easily seen and with the right plan, completely attainable, right? The thing we pull alongside represents that hard to define feelings of success. Obviously, this is much harder to see and attain. They are distinct concepts and sometimes they go together, sometimes they don't. More importantly, some people, while in pursuit of success, simply mistake what they achieve as the final destination. This is the reason they never feel satisfied, no matter how big their yacht is, no matter how much they have achieved. The false assumption we often make is that if we simply achieve more, the feeling of success will follow, but it rarely does. So as a human being, we want to achieve more and more. So suppose I'm using a 13,000 rupees mobile phone. I may think of myself, okay, if I can purchase a 70,000 or 1 lakh rupees mobile phone, then I will be that I'm more successful. But it says that it's not like that. The more you increase that bar, the more you feel less successful actually. So see, a lot of people can't really afford something that we can do, right? But still we think that okay, we are not successful. Yeah, and it's not like that you should stop working there, right? You should keep working as well. But the thing is that the sense of success is not right? So here is we actually assume this, that there is just a false assumption. I'm going to read it again. The false assumption we often make is that if we simply achieve more, the feeling of success will follow. But it rarely does, right? So if I feel that okay, if I upgrade my phone, my apartment, wherever I'm living, my laptop or whatever around me, or if I upgrade or improve all this thing, my success will follow. It's not like that, right? In the course of building a business or a career, we become more confident in what we do. We become greater experts in how to do it. With each achievement, the tangible measurements of success and the feeling of progress increase, right? Life is good. However, for most of us, somewhere in the journey, we forget why we set out on the journey in the first place, right? A lot of people, start with this specific sense of why, and I really always pray and try to look at try to always look at that why I am doing what I am doing, right? Because it's not really that you need to think only once and start working, because if we keep working, we at some point of time there may be some time comes that you forget your why. So it's really important that you obviously reflect on whatever you do, right? So in the course of building a business or a career, we become more confident in what we do. We become with each achievement, the tangible measurements of success and the feeling of progress increase. Right, life is good. However, for most of us, somewhere in the journey, we forget why we set out on the journey in the first place. Somewhere in the course of all those achievements, an inevitable split happens. This is true for individuals and organizations alike. What the Endicott and entrepreneurs experienced as individuals was the same transition that Walmart and other big companies either have gone through or are going through. Because Walmart operates at such an immense scale, the impact of their fuzzy why is felt on a greater scale. Employees, customers, and the community will feel it also. Because the organization is bigger, if you talk about Walmart, if their sense of why goes fuzzy, a lot of people can feel that, and the feeling is on the high level because a lot of people are connected to the Walmart. It's a huge company, a lot of management stuff, a lot of employees, thousands of employees are connected with Walmart. So it was easily visible, right? Nothing else. And it happens to the individual as well, because their sense of why goes fuzzy, and they miss that time when they used to work for their apartment, and they were so much crazy and enthusiastic about their work, that what they started. They're still enthusiastic about their work, they're still working hard, but the thing is that they don't feel that excitement when they used to feel when they actually used to work from their garage. It's a different feeling, right? So that's the thing. Because see, I am actually reading this book from my bedroom. So suppose I get a lot of followers and I got a lot of subscribers and I have improved my business, I have made business out of it, a lot of different things that happened. Then what will happen is, like, if we if I'm not clear about my why after that, I'm going to miss that same place that I'm currently sitting around now. Maybe I have a huge office now that from there I read and live stream. A lot of crew members are sitting there to set up my cameras and everything, but I will be missing this process if my sense of why it's not clear, right? I will be missing this bedroom, I'll be missing my tripod. Yeah, I'm saying this or saying all this because it's a log, guys. Please don't restrict me only to the book reading. As I have promised that in 10 minutes that will be completed in 10 minutes. That's why I'm not saying all this thing, but yeah. I will be really happy that if you follow me and any of my social handles that you see right now on the screen. So yeah, you don't need to go everywhere and follow me. Wherever you are so much active, you can follow me, or just search ImpleBooks on any social media platform that you so much active. You will find me, whether it is LinkedIn, ShareChat, I don't know, there are a lot of other apps. We're everywhere almost. If you don't find us in any social platforms, please message me and email me. Email is very simple, implebooks@gmail.com. So it's a Gmail, implebooks@gmail, right? So yeah, you can just send an email and that will be fine, right? Okay, those with an ability to never lose sight of why, no matter how little or how much they achieve, can inspire us, right? Those with an ability to never lose sight of why. So people who have, who never lose sight of the why they're doing something. Okay, these are the people who inspire us, because they're doing this for the long period of time. Whatever they do, that makes sense because it actually aligns with their why, right? Those with the ability to never lose sight of why and also achieve the milestones that keep everyone focused in the right direction are the great leaders. For great leaders, the golden circle is in balance. They are in pursuit of why. They hold themselves accountable to how they do it, and what they do serves as the tangible proof of what they believe. But most of us unfortunately reach a place where what we are doing and why we are doing it eventually fall out of balance. We get to a point when why and what are not aligned. It is the separation of the tangible and the intangible that marks the split, right? So when it is separate, that why we are doing what we are doing, it's really then the split actually happens, and then all the fuzziness starts to come, and things actually break apart, right? So yeah, we saw that what can really happen when our why is not clear. So that was a great read. So we have completed the day 28, and we have only 2 days to complete our 30-day reading challenge. So drum roll. What the heck I'm doing? I don't even have the music of drum roll player. I could have played that either. Okay, anyways, so thank you so much for tuning in at Stay 28, and thank you so much for reading with me. Whoever is reading with me, I'm really happy that you're doing it, because reading is the best thing that happened to me for me, and I'm really happy that if you're reading with me, then if you're using this video just to feel that okay, you are reading with me, then that's a very good thing. Even if I am on the mute, I don't care. If you are reading for your growth, and if you actually are worthy, or if you actually excuse me, if you can improve your growth, you are going to improve the world itself, right? So yeah, thank you so much again for tuning in, and have a good day.